thyself, reveal 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 thyself. Hello friends, Nayaswami Hriman here with our broadcast of the unpublished writings of Paramhansa Yogananda. And I have today selected from a series of lessons, quite long series of lessons that Yogananda published many decades ago. They're not in print right now. They're called the Preceptum lessons, and how they're structured and organized I don't have committed to memory. It's quite a voluminous thing. Swami Kriyananda said that Yogananda didn't actually write these lessons, but I think parts of these were taken from things he did write, so it's kind of a mixed bag. But I came across this one, number 130, that I wanted to share with you today. He has this quote: "Remove the self-created darkness of delusion, and behold him right within your bosom." And then he goes on to, I don't know where the quote comes from, it's in quotes. He says, "Unless there is a relativity of vibration, there cannot be any cognizance of any vibration in the universe around you." And then he writes, "Do you realize what this statement means? Anything of which you are aware has a relative vibration within yourself." When we were kids, we'd say on the playground, "It takes one to know one." And that's a lot of deep truth to that. And so, not only scientifically and medically is it a fact that those objects that we can see or smell or hear are simply those that our organs have the capacity, the rate of vibration that our organs have the capacity to see, taste, smell, or hear. There are many vibrations outside the range of our organs, our sense organs, that we do not see, taste, smell, etc., or hear. And so what he's saying has its application there. But of course, here he's talking about consciousness and goodness and evil, that kind of thing. One who is quick to see and judge evil in other persons has the seed of that evil within himself. The godlike person of pure and high vibrational tone is always aware of the God spark in all that he contacts, and his magnetic soul vibration draws to greater intensity that vibrational force in those who come within his vibrational range. Now, having said that, it presumes or implies that let's say we come in contact with a person, it implies that let's say my vibration is stronger than yours, rather than the other way around. Because if I have a high vibration of God consciousness and I come into your aura, then I will contact and feel the presence of your high rate of vibration. So soul vibration results when a person is always conscious of the presence of God. It produces intelligence and perfect harmony. When you let that vibration pass through you, because we are not the creator of high vibrations, we are merely the radio that chooses to tune into such, all other vibrations become harmonized. Now we see this in so many instances. People like Padma and I and many others who knew Swami Kriyananda would often attest to the fact that in his presence, concerns or upset or disharmony that we might have been feeling within us, questions, would just seem to vanish. And that is not the result of hypnotism or a lower which can occur, of course. Hitler would walk into a room and people would immediately shut up. They were cowered by his vibration. Gandhi would walk into a room and people felt uplifted and harmonious. And so the magnetism and the vibrations of magnetism and vibrations being one and the same really do depend. But it depends on who's the stronger. So if my spiritual vibration consciousness is there but weak, and I come into the presence of someone who has a lower vibration and one that I'm particularly susceptible to and have been trying to overcome, I might succumb to those kind of thoughts and words and even actions in the presence of that person's vibration. He goes on to say things that we should all affirm, or at least come to understand, which is hindrances to the expression of divine harmony and vibrations within ourselves are caused by limitations we have created or allowed to accumulate, various attachments, prejudices, and so forth. So you must always keep your own vibrations positive. In order to get the vibrations of people, other people, in order to tune into them, first you must harmonize your feeling in the heart, free of prejudices and emotion. Right in the heart, the feeling center, are the sensitive antennae, which tell you truly what kind of vibrations other people have. This is more safe to trust than mental judgment, but you must be sure first that you are free of all attraction, repulsion, and prejudice. Okay, where am I? I don't know where I am. Let me just see, because he goes on with more physical vibrations, but I did have an interesting point. Well, I'm going to pause right there, because another point I want to make with respect to vibrations has to do with a project I'm working on. And this thought keeps coming to me, which has to do with, call it reality. And when I put my mind to thinking about how much of what we consider reality and who I am and how I feel about things takes place between our heart and our head, whatever our sense organs tell us, or whatever we've learned in school or through history, which I enjoy, if you step back from your life and examine your own thoughts and feelings, the things that are important to you, the ways in which you've been hurt or have hurt other people, you realize that, well, it's all in our head. You realize that our reality is probably 90+% involved from head to heart. I mean, there are times when we have a physical accident or a disease or an illness, or like the poor people in Ukraine fighting for our lives, that external circumstances, maybe we've lost our job, maybe a person who's homeless. I mean, when you're really struggling on the physical level to have enough food to eat, okay. But even worldly people who think mostly in terms of what they want and their desires and what they look like and what their status is and how much money they have and how much sense enjoyment they can generate, even those people are still mostly operating between their head and their heart. I don't think we realize to what extent the world as we view it is actually an inside job. And what he's saying about vibrations takes that much deeper than our own thoughts and feelings, but that's where we need to begin, or at least is a good place to begin. We don't have to begin there. We can immediately jump to tuning into the vibration of God and Guru and so forth, and we should do that if we're ready to do that. But being mindful of high vibrations is an order of magnitude far above being simply aware of what we're thinking and feeling and what we're actually saying and doing. But both can work together. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I have other things to say on this topic, but I think that's plenty for now. Okay, great souls, be well, take care, and we will talk to you again very soon.